Good morning. We made it to Friday. TGIF. So today marks 4 weeks post-op on my left knee and 12 weeks post-op on my right knee. So I was really happy because overnight I only woke up once with pain, and it wasn't the most horrible that I've had. So I was able to put my heating pad back on and get back to sleep a little while after that. So I am real thankful for that. Now, when I'm walking on it, after I got up, of course it's swollen and stiff and, sore in the knee. Some days they just feel like both of them feel like, cement blocks at the same time. I am drinking my zero sugar Gatorade for some additional electrolytes because I do know that I have been dehydrated lately. And drinking water has just been one of the hardest things for me. I don't know why, always has been. I know people struggle with it. I don't mind drinking water. I love drinking water. So I had a meeting with my Nourish dietitian yesterday. We went over, how can I, get as much in that I need without, the fact that I'm not drinking definitely not drinking enough. So what can I do to increase my electrolytes and make sure that I'm not getting dehydrated? So one of the things that I found out yesterday is that I got a message from Optum, who's our third-party administrator for our drug program with Aetna, and they said they declined my Zepbound for this week. So I got to call the insurance company today and argue with them about this, because one of my worries is that when I switch over to United Healthcare at the end of this year, that they may not reapprove my Zepbound, or I'm going to have to pay an exorbitant price. So I don't know how that's going to work. So I did talk to my dietitian about that yesterday, and we are making a plan ahead for, if I have to go off of it, what am I going to do to maintain my weight loss journey? So we've, concentrating on a fiber chart that she gave me, which is going to help me pick out additional foods that are high fiber and keep me full longer, things that I can choose if I get those hunger things back. Also, there's a chart that talks about, when you're feeling hungry, when you're really hungry, when you are, hungry, and you do need to eat. So it kind of goes through these phases of numbers, kind of like a pain level chart, to where you can, kind of just, take a look at it and say, do I really need nutrition? Or am I just, hearing those noises that, I need to shut down? Never tried the Nourish.com plan. I'm telling you, try it. It's been free completely for me. So my Aetna picked it up completely. Most insurance companies are paying for it. So what they do is you go online to Nourish.com, you fill out the thing. They actually help you set up with a dietitian right away. You can choose from a list of people who you may feel more comfortable talking to based on their education, where they're located, what their specialties are. And I chose somebody at that time, and I'm so glad I chose her because I love her to death. So anyway, once you fill out that thing and you have your consultation, you are not charged anything. You don't give your credit card, and what happens is they go to your insurance company and they try to get it approved for coverage. While you're doing that, you're still meeting with your dietitian. You're making your appointments usually every 2 weeks or so, and you pay nothing if your insurance comes back to say, we're not covering this. You do not pay for those, meetings you've already had. That's their plan. And if your insurance doesn't cover, then they will go over what private pay options you might have if you want to continue with the program. So we did make appointments into January because she said, even if United Healthcare comes back and says we're not covering this, I won't be charged for those January appointments. So I'm telling you, people, if you are not taking advantage of the Nourish.com program, you're losing out on a massive opportunity for a health journey. If you're on a health journey like me, Nourish.com, check it out. I'm telling you, it is an amazing program. And Nourish.com, if you're listening, I'd love to be your spokesperson. LOL. Anyway, I really went really long on this video, so have a great morning.